any orders that require me to go dark for at least a year, maybe more?
No, there's not a lot of reasons for me right now.
Apple is once again delivering for sci-fi fans with The Gorge, a bold new original sci-fi romance starring Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller. Written by Zach Dean and directed by Scott Derrickson, The Gorge presents an electrifying tale of two elite assassins, Levi and Drasa, who fall in love while being stationed in isolated towers miles apart, separated by a deep, ominous trench. Their romance, however, is anything but simple. Something terrifying lurks in the darkness below, clawing its way up, forcing them into a relentless battle against creatures known as the Hollow Men. Levi and Drasa's job: eliminate any Hollow Men that breach the bomb-laden perimeter of the trench. But as they grow closer, uncovering each other's past, they also unravel a disturbing truth. The Hollow Men aren't just monsters, they are remnants of a long-buried experiment, a grotesque legacy of war. With The Gorge mixing action, horror, and romance, let's dive into the film's mind-bending mythology, the origins of the Hollow Men, and that haunting ending. Beyond being a lethal sniper, Levi is also a poet at heart. Early in the film, he references the Hollow Men, T.S. Eliot's 1925 poem, drawing eerie parallels between its themes of emptiness and the horrors lurking in the Gorge. Eliot's poem, written in the wake of World War I, paints a bleak picture of men stuck between life and death, a concept that takes on a chillingly literal meaning in the Gorge. As revealed in one of the film's most pivotal scenes, the Gorge's terrifying history dates back to the final days of World War II. In a desperate bid to rival the Manhattan Project, Allied forces, including the US, England, and the Soviet Union, formed a secret organization to develop advanced chemical weapons. But their work was derailed when a catastrophic earthquake rocked the facility, triggering an event that altered history forever. The quake ruptured containment units, causing volatile chemicals to mix with human DNA. An entire battalion stationed on site was exposed, their bodies twisted into something beyond recognition. These grotesque beings, neither fully alive nor dead, became the Hollow Men. Unlike typical zombies, they didn't just decay, they evolved, merging with their environment, adapting, and turning into something far more terrifying than anyone could have imagined. As Levi and Drasa ventured deeper into the Gorge, they unearthed chilling evidence of what transpired decades earlier. One of the most unsettling discoveries is an abandoned church beneath the surface, where rows of decayed corpses remain wrapped in thick spiderweb-like strands. Levi, ever the analyst, notes a distinct scent of cyanide, a grim sign that many people took their own lives rather than succumb to the horrors unleashed by the failed experiment. The contamination, as they later learn, takes 5 days to fully take effect, giving those trapped in the area little choice but to end things on their own terms. The nightmare doesn't end there. Further inside the Gorge, the pair stumble upon a long-forgotten missile silo, where an eerie, yellowish goo drips from the ceiling. Faces, human yet distorted, can be seen shifting beneath the gelatinous substance. Levi theorizes that when the earthquake hit, the missiles leaked chemicals into the surrounding ecosystem, further mutating anything in its path. The yellow goo, seemingly alive, serves as both a cocoon and a breeding ground for new monstrosities waiting to emerge. Unlike the Hollow Men, these embryonic creatures are in a different stage of mutation. They breathe, they twitch, they are growing. Are they dormant or simply waiting for the right moment to hatch? The film leaves this question tantalizingly open, hinting that the Gorge isn't just a graveyard, it's a birthplace for horrors yet to come. This is possibly something worse than the Hollow Men, because its effects are still unknown. In a sequel, the movie could explore its origin and danger, but what do you think? Was it just an element to increase the tension, or could it be something way more important and dangerous than everything we've seen in this movie? After barely escaping the nightmare below, Levi and Drasa agree to reunite once she confirms she's not infected. However, when the time comes, Levi never shows. Instead, he leaves behind a poem, one final message to Drasa. Months later, Drasa has abandoned her military life, working in a quiet cafe, trying to move on. Then, in a moment that feels both surreal and inevitable, she sees him. Levi sitting at one of the tables, waiting for her. Their reunion is understated but powerful, a small victory after all the horror they endured. Apparently, Levi wanted to meet her, but his injuries didn't let him. Yet, even as the film closes on this seemingly hopeful note, the darkness of the Gorge lingers. The military corruption, the inhuman experimentation, the mutated horrors, it's all still buried beneath the earth, waiting. Could there be more secrets hidden within the abyss? Is this just the beginning of something even worse? The Gorge doesn't give us all the answers, but one thing is certain: some nightmares refuse to stay buried. Do you have any theories? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and watch this video next.